Mm-hmm. Rouge Ronin may be looking here in the bot side for another gank. We'll see if this comes through. The wave crashing under tower. Not
Boomer.
going to allow for very much walking forward. And right now, just trying to survive the laning phase are Bifaru and Pratoga. Doing a pretty decent job of it. Pretty close on CS. No chance right now for X Ranger to get back
Oh
to the
wait,
wave.
they're
Darwin
going
Theory
in.
maybe
There's a gank.
trying to help out. Gold card comes through, but not going to be enough damage to get anywhere close to a kill.
I think it's gonna be a lane swap. I'll wait for him, maybe in a
Corsic
lot.
trying
So
to
that
all in
yeah.
Bifaru, but Rouge Ronin is here. Corsic gonna get stunned up, flashing away, gonna be Heartbreaker into True Shot
Oh
Barrage, shut down, going over to Bifaru. Rouge Ronin now trying to jump in for a reset, but the static field comes through. Rouge Ronin able to be getting himself a kill. Toga actually claiming that one, but thereby also trading one back. Now Darwin Theory may be on the wrong side as Kenrick approaches the top wave, trying to go for the disdain. Dodged out, though. Good footwork from Darwin
wait,
Theory to
ultimate.
avoid the stun. Now Gold Car under the tower. Kenrick looking for more shotgun knees, but it's not going to be enough for the kill.
They decided not to go for the ultimate. CBR Acid here is in that mid lane though. And he just gave up the Rift Herald, so this tower should be going down very shortly, along with all the plates.
Yeah, X Ranger may be trying to defend it, but not going to be able to.
Wait,
Rouge Ronin now in the mid
Bender.
lane. It's a 2v2 between the mids
Use
and
the ult.
jungles. Rouge Ronin looking to finish off Acid here. Acid dropped to about 70% health. Darwin Theory is here now as well, looking for pick a card, but it's not going to be the gold card coming through this time, as it's just going to be the tower going down in favor of BBC.
Yep. There we go. Darwin Theory trying to get the gold card on top of Eagle Bender, but nothing doing. All the plates going down in favor of BBC. That's where the big gold lead is coming from. Just that they're getting priority across all lanes. Corsic almost taking down this tower completely by himself. This is a
Yeah.
very rich Tristana.
Already 12 plates have gone to BBC. They hold themselves now a 4,000 gold advantage. And before trying to clear out the wave, but not going to have enough damage to finish off the creeps, so they're going to have to leave and give off the second tower of the game over to BBC.
Yep. Thereby trying to get some more vision deeper into the enemy jungle, but I think you should probably just steer clear. It would be good, I think, if Tristana is transport up to the top. I know there's not enough time for her to get the plates. Okay, so they just need the back, and Urgot can probably pick up the plates for himself right now. Akali's still far away.
Yeah, we'll see if it's going to be Kenrick finishing off the entirety of the tower, able to get the fourth plate off the top tower, but not going to be able to quite finish it off. And I think that most likely means that it will be only 14 out of the 15 plates going over to BBC. 5,000 gold is
So
the advantage now. They've got the first Drake as well. Could be looking for the second here soon, but Rouge Ronin in the bot side. Now Kenrick trying to take a trade on to X Ranger. We'll see if that continues. Looks like no. But Rouge Ronin on the hunt.
Exchanger
Here
doesn't even
comes
have a
Acid.
completed item yet. Okay.
Oh, good dodge from Rouge Ronin to avoid the hook from thereby
Ultimate.
also. Now it's going to be the final chapter. Darwin Theory in trouble here as well. Final chapter, finding a couple of routes is going to be a 1-for-1 so far. Now Acid going to be the next in the line of trouble, but Rouge Ronin
Oh,
able to get the kill and the reset, not able to come through. Kenrick interrupts and finishes off the kill. X Ranger, though, is here now. It's going to be a 3 kills for 3 so far, and that looks to be it. So a trade of kills going in pretty much even for both sides.
man. Yumi on top of Viego. It looks really obnoxious to deal with, not gonna lie. Just surviving for
Yeah.
so long. The Heartbreaker resets going super well for Rouge Ronin. But get that, we see why this champion keeps getting banned by even pro players. The resets are just
Yeah.
too good.
Viego too
He has to
powerful.
fight. Very
Viego
powerful champion.
too powerful, and then Yumi just the most hated champion for all of the pro players, especially. A lot of them, anyways, hate Yumi because you can't target Yumi.
Yeah, you mean not the most beloved champ in League of Legends history. We can at least infer that much. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
fans. of course, but not trying to offend them. Just make sure they don't suddenly start to try to go for us. X Ranger though, he's in a lot of trouble. He has to get away from her.
Good dodge. The shroud enough to hide away a little bit and get through the wave. But right now, the map control is pretty heavily in favor of BBC as they getting forward pressure into the enemy bot side jungle. Already have taken down the two outer towers, looking for maybe one more. But with the four-man stack, they also can be in pretty good position here if they can find a pick.
I mean, looks like they're just gonna gun for Akali, who's there right now. They're not waiting. They're just staying here in this bush while on the top lane, Rudronen is gonna be taking the red buff for himself. But Faru,
Could be in
oh,
trouble here. His final chapter going through the
that,
Buster shot over the wall, but Bafaru will be taken down by the explosive shot. Corsic claiming another kill. Now Rouge Ronin could be in a 1v1 here with Kenrick. Dodges out the disdain,
I
but
don't think he wins
also
this.
doesn't have his stun now. We'll see if he's going to go for anything. Looks like he's just going to try to walk out, going to try to find the escape. Not
Oh,
going to be tagged up here by the use of the grinder, and into the grinder he goes. Kenrick going to take down the kill onto Rouge Ronin, and that means that the final hour tower shall fall for the side of Legend Spartan.
that was a really good ultimate coming from the Urgot, getting the kill. Getting the tag onto Rouge Ronin just sealed the deal for pretty much. Oh,
Oh,
that's a lot of
a
damage.
supreme display of talent onto three, going to be Ego Bender setting up the kills, but it's getting killed by the perfect execution. X Ranger taking one down now. Static field not going to be enough to keep the kills coming. But X Ranger now with the Yumi on top, going to try
Oh,
to keep the survival going through. Darwin Theory dropping pretty low as well, but the tower will stand. So good defense here by the side of Legend Spartan.
yeah, definitely. And they just keep going for this fanatic death brushes. Everyone's just hidden. All
Yeah,
right, instead they're
they've
gonna
got
give
the
it up.
Blitzcrank. They're playing hard to the Blitzcrank strengths, trying to get these death brushes to happen. But whatever the case, they're setting themselves up well to get these objectives. Still about a 5,000 gold lead, but the map pressure becoming more and more of a problem for the side of Legend Spartans as they to back up, give over some of the jungle camps, and just try to get whatever scraps they can pick up.
Yeah, right now it's so easy for okay, Exchanger managing to get that one. It's so easy for BBC to be able to invade onto the enemy jungle. Is there no outer turrets for the side of Legend Spartans right now? Meanwhile, BBC they have their turrets completely, and they've been consistent about this throughout the whole series. Pretty much just getting priority, allowing them to push lanes, and they don't get pushed back too often. But right now, well, despite the 5,000 gold lead, it still feels like the game state is pretty even.
Yeah, at least with the kills, they've been going back and forth between the two teams. X Ranger doing a pretty good job here on this Akali and making sure that some of the
Oh,
trades coming out
Ego
even.
Bender's
Now
ready.
Rouge Ronin trying to pick up Ego Bender goes with the supreme display of talent, but Ego Bender no way out of this one. Destiny shall seal the fate, and it's just the solo kill going over to Rouge Ronin.
Yeah, Ego Bender not having the best game of his life right now. Of course, Rudronin on the Viego, definitely an OP pick, but now we're seeing him on a carry like this. It's good to see Legend Spartans fight back. Of course, when it comes to objectives, it's going to be 1 minute till the dragon shows up. People are recalling, people are resetting because they want to fight over that objective.
Yep, the first two already going over to the side of BBC means that Legend Spartans will either have to fight for this one or the next one. So they want to be in position where they can at least have the option to fight for this if the fight looks good. Now, all five members rotating towards this bot side river should be able to give themselves a chance to go for this fight. As Kenrick finally going to start roaming towards the Drake as well. Drake spawning here in 20 seconds. So it
Yep.
looks like Acid going for some more territory, trying to get some deep vision. X Ranger going to clear a
Yeah.
control ward here. but the wave's starting to be
Eagle
pushed in
Bender.
favor of
It's
BBC. Now,
illegal.
Eagle Bender going to be picked off here as it's going to be Rouge Ronin and Darwin Theory picking up the kill. Now it's 5v4 on the map, but it is a Rift Herald in the mid lane as well, so this has to
Oh,
be done fast. Now the fight breaking out, final chapter into the front line, going to be roots onto everyone, but here comes the grinder, baby. Fears onto 2. Kenrick picking up the kill. Darwin Theory could be in trouble here, going to be finished off. Now X-Ranger is the only member to finish off the fight for the side of Legend Spartans. Pratoga sitting on top of the Akali, going to be just walking this one out as it's going to be 3 for 2 in favor of BBC plus the Drake.
man, that was a 4v5, and still BBC managed to make it work. Of course, China died in the end. Not completely ideal. They could have possibly gone for the Baron immediately. Oh, wait, Exchanger might be in a bit of
Yeah.
trouble.
We'll see if the pick can come out. Kenrick and thereby also trying to walk forward. Acid going to blast cone over the wall. Could be coming in 1v2 though. Ego Bender going to try to show up as well. We'll see if X Ranger going to be able to survive. Good use of the blast cone by Acid to keep X Ranger in range. And it
Oh,
looks like the Ignite ticking down. Going to be the kill going over to
that's a
Ego
Baron.
Bender and the loot pinata to follow. Kenrick going to go on a rampage here. That's 2 kills. Rouge Ronin doesn't want this fight. Now he's got teammates nearby, maybe going to try to set this one up. Acid dropping pretty low here. Supreme display of talent from Ego Bender. Not going to find anyone just yet. Now it's the Fear Beyond Death, and Kenrick puts it. Rouge Ronin into the grinder. Darwin Theory forced back once
That's a
again as
Baron.
Ego
Or should
Bender
be.
throwing out the cues. And that means that, yes, as you say, the Baron is the next target for BBC.
It's so perfect that Kenrick decides to use his ultimate only on Rouge Ronin, because Rouge Ronin is the biggest threat on the enemy team right now, along with X-Ranger. Darwin Theory is basically there's a stun bot, and Bufaru not really too valuable at the moment while he doesn't have most of his items just yet. Not doing too much damage with the Qs. So Pratoga on top of Rouge Ronin, definitely something you have to be wary of. And Kendrick's just dealing with that super well.
Yeah. And right now, it's hard to talk about this without not mentioning just the fact that I think that Legend Spartans are playing to the strengths of their comp, but they're just not getting enough from their natural resources to keep up with the pace that BBC puts on. This is why BBC has been so effective throughout the year, no matter what composition that they've got, and no matter what the matchups are. They're just good at finding their natural CS, the natural experience that they're going to get, and gaining gold advantages through just playing the game better. And I think Legend Spartans are giving themselves a chance here. They're not out of this one just yet, but even though the kills are pretty close, they're already down by 9,000 gold just because of some of the macro, some of the turrets going down, some of the dragons, and they've just fallen off the pace. And now it looks like they're going for a pick on the Ego Bender. It's going to be the supreme display of talent,
Again,
stopping Rougeron for a moment. Acid is here as well. Rougeron
missed
trying
out.
to finish off the kill on the Ego Bender, but he's not going to be able to do so. It's turned around on him. All 5 members here for the side of BBC. Now looking for a Fear Beyond Death, finishing off Darwin Theory. That's 2 for 0 on the kill score. Now they're looking for the tower. X-Ranger has Pratoga with him, but not going to be enough to set up kills. The hook is a bit short there from thereby also, but the siege going to continue with the Baroned up minions, and it looks like it's going to be Legend Spartans forced to just back off for the moment. Inhib going to be under fire here, 24 minutes in, BBC pushing into the base. X-Ranger now looking to set up a fight potentially. Bufaru is here nearby. Now it's going to be the hook landing from thereby also onto X-Ranger. X-Ranger now going to flash away, going to try to find enough space, going to have the shuriken flip as well. Now going for the perfect execution in the back line. True Shot Barrage goes through, but it's 1 for 1. Now Rouge Ronin going to pick up a second, going to try to turn this fight around. Here comes the Heartbreaker. Here comes the Mystic shots from Bufaru. Now Rouge Ronin having the form of the Tristana, goes into the Heartbreaker once again, finds the shutdown onto Kenrick. This fight going in favor of Legend Spartans, 4-1.
Now it's a bit of an overextension on the side of BBC. Oh, wait, Rujonen, he's not yet done. He's 1v1ing the jungler. TBR Acid, will he make it? I don't think he wins this one.
Ooh, he's got the Umbral Trespass at the right time. Acid could turn this
Oh,
one
Acid
around, and
wins!
he's going to be able to finish it off. The Heartbreak came at the wrong moment, was immune thanks to the Umbral Trespass, and Acid outplays Rouge Ronin.
Yeah, if Acid didn't outplay him right there and then in the 1v1, then that would have been a late Cloud Soul, and giving the side of Legend Spartan more time, giving them more chances to get back into the game is something you definitely don't want to do if you're on the side of BBC. They want to close this out as fast as possible right now. Don't give the enemy any opportunity to breathe. Fortunately, a bit of an overextension from them, but now they do have control over the river. They have control over the dragon. At this point, if you're on the side of Legend Spartan, you're hoping for an Elder Flip. Because that's the only way
Yeah.
I think they'll manage to win the game.
Well, with the Cloud Soul coming up in 5 seconds, there's not going to be enough time for any appearance to be made by the side of Legend Spartans. That will be Cloud Soul going over to BBC. They've got all the tools now. All they've got to do is finish it up. Rouge Ronin clearing out this mid wave. We'll see if he's going to be the target. He's got some allies nearby, so he's not going to be picked off just yet. But with this comp, it's easy to see a pick coming through at any point for the side of BBC. They've got the Blitzcrank, they've got the Assassin. We'll see if the poke landing from the side of Legend Spartans enough to get some space back. But the Baron coming up in about a minute and 45 seconds. That may be the last chance for the side of Legend Spartans to fight back.
I kind of want to see Urgot split pushing instead of air ramming with the rest of his team, especially since he does have his teleport. So that's what I'd like to see. But it looks like the side of BBC, they're just going to be satisfied with stealing away more and more creeps. Jungle
Yeah.
creeps. There.
This is how you push the natural advantages, is when you start taking away the resources from the enemy jungler, then you're going to be in a position where you're not able to keep up in the farm on the losing side of it, and that makes it so that the gold lead just keeps expanding. And right now, that's what we're seeing from the side of BBC. They're continuing to push their advantages. Hook not going to land there from thereby also, but they keep threatening, and the hook comes back up in 15 seconds or less. It's not really anything that you have to risk for going for these picks. And once you land one, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to push out the lanes, make sure that the siege isn't as good as it should be. It is kind of hard to siege if you are inside of BBC because most of their carries are short range, save for the Tristana. Eventually, when he gets to level 18, should be easily be able to take out the towers. But it looks like BBC are waiting for the Baron in order to increase their siege potential or bait Legend Spartan into a fight. Excuse me.
Yeah, with the short range comp, that's probably the best way to go about it. They're making sure that they're methodical about this, and not give over any sort of chances for Legend Spartans to take the win. Able to take down the top tier 2, and now the Baron has been
Melting.
started up. It's about half health now. True Shot Barrage going to go through, but I don't think that there's any chance to contest from Legend Spartans. So it will be the base that they're going to make their last stand at. Legend Spartans, with a couple of successful base defenses in the past few games, but not able to withstand entirely the charge, only able to withhold it for a moment.
Yeah, but they have a lot of ways to stall things out. They do have some decent wave clear with the Twisted Fate.
Here
Okay,
comes
they're trying to go
Teleport.
more.
Looks like
They're
this
forcing the issue.
topside inhib could be the target for the side of BBC. They've already taken the tower. Acid and Negro Bender on the mid inhib. It looks like they're looking for double inhib and then crash the waves into the Nexus towers. They've got both inhibs now. They've started out the siege. Acid roaming maybe towards a third inhib here. Ego Bender taking a little bit of poke. Looks like X Ranger wants to go in. He's got the perfect execution. True Shot Barrage through, not doing a ton of damage, but now here comes Kenrick. Ego Bender picking up the first kill of the fight, and into the grinder goes Rouge Ronin. Good hook landing from the side of thereby also. It's 3 for 1,
It's over.
3 for 0, 4 for 0, and that is the ace. It's a 5 for 0 as BBC going to claim the kills, claim the game, and claim the series as BBC are our first junior division champions of Runeterra Academy.
And it was the expected result, but what a dominant performance coming from BBC. It's so good to see them win. It's definitely a deserved win. And Legend Spartans, they came so far. They fell short of the last hurdle, but the fact that they made it here
Be able
is
to
amazing in itself. We will be having an interview, but I believe PPS will be taking my place. I have to take my leave, so thank you everyone for watching. PBS, I'll leave it to you if he's here. Is he? Tiger, I'll leave the interview to you. If there is one.
all right.
So,
We'll see who we're getting in for the interview here. Hopefully shortly.
Everybody.
Everybody.
We joined their
all right,
call.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. I'll have to see you soon.
All right.
Farewell, Miles.
It sounds like we are joining the call. So.
Well,
Are you serious?
they're already here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, fellas.
How's it going, BBC?
Great. Good.
Ecstatic.
Yes. That sound y'all sound very, very excited about taking this this junior title.
Yep. We were just
I mean,
talking about how we wanted to spend the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to the strip club.
Ooh.
Yep. Team bonding time. Field trip.
Field trip.
Field
Oh,
trip.
that's
Trip at the strip club. Field strip. Am I right, fellas?
Okay.
Well, you guys were the most dominant team of any of the divisions throughout the season, only dropping one game all the way through. What was it that you did that kept you so far ahead of the pace of all the other teams?
Honestly, the banter, just like synergy, we didn't get mad at each other. So even like when we had a losing lane, whether Kenray, Corsic, or unfortunately E-Girl Bender always losing mid, but whenever they lose a lane, we wouldn't get mad at them. We'd understand. We'd be like, hey, don't worry, we can still come back and win. We know where to carry. Like we have a carry player in 5 different roles.
Yeah. We're very accepting of our teammates being trash.
Okay, so a very, very tilt-proof attitude I see from the side of BBC.
Yeah.
And if we ever get tilted, we look at our logo and we just remember what we're all about.
True. You're not
You know how
wrong.
soldiers in Vietnam would have a little like picture of their wife in their wallet to know what they're fighting for? It's the same thing.
Mm,
To remind us what's waiting for us back home.
That's what exactly.
That BBC logo.
So that first game was a pretty short one. You had, I believe, 2 inhibitors at 18 minutes.
You're welcome.
Did you think LES put up like any good fight? Maybe game 2?
Yeah, I think they made plays that if we weren't as, I guess, prepared for any situation as we felt we were, like if we weren't as comfortable with our macro, then we could have like given them that Baron, for example, and we like wouldn't have fought it because I was on Callisto that game. I was pretty low, and we had Nautilus alive as well, but that was it. But we just stalled and waited for TPs, and I think that kind of like that sense of comfort that we have with our decision making is what gets us out of places like that. But it's not like they were making bad plays and like we were just capitalizing. They had some good macro moments, I think.
Yeah, I think game 2 was the closest. Well, I mean, game 2 definitely was the closest game. And the one where I don't think we would have lost it, but yeah, the Baron was probably the most tense moment out of the entire series for us, where it was like where we're giving away a pretty big lead. And yeah, maybe a lesser team would have given away the Baron and just said, whatever. We can afford to lose Baron, but we decided to fight for it. And then our Chad ADC just gets a quadra kill.
True.
Yes, sir.
So with that win, all right, go ahead, Tiger.
Well, I was gonna say, with all the different carries, how do you balance who to put in the resources towards? How do you figure out who you're going to focus on throughout any given game?
Just whoever cries the most.
Yeah, we just
whoever yells the most.
They usually throw me on a tank and then everyone plays carries.
True.
Yeah, we kind of
The
just
swi-
fight for it like dogs fighting over a piece of meat. Just like
fighting for Acid's attention. Please,
Yeah.
sir, gank my lane.
if a minion wave even comes close to getting like frozen in the like upper half of my lane, I just say I can't play and I make him come bot.
Yeah. If I die mid to the enemy jungler, I'm searching online for a new jungler. I'm alt tab during if I'm gray screen, alt tab looking for new jungler.
And man, it happens.
So with that win, you secure the junior title, the first ever junior title for Runeterra Academy. You get the $310 prize for first place. Huge, absolutely huge. That's a pretty good net profit, to be honest. LES, of course, getting their cut of $155. So not too bad. I mean, honestly, they surprised me for a 4th seed team. Didn't expect them to put up a fight.
Yeah. I was talking about that earlier actually, where Puds and LES were like I guess memed a little bit at the start of the season because they were bottom tier teams. And then they just made it all the way through to losers finals. And they also had to play us. Both of them had to play us in playoffs. So LES played us earlier, and then Puds played us earlier, and then they played each other, and then one of the winners was going to play us again. So it's actually a pretty crazy run that both of those teams ended up having, despite how they started.
I believe LES was last place for probably the first 4 weeks of the season, just barely making it into the top 4. Yeah, pretty crazy run by them.
There was actually a point where Can of Tin DM'd me asking if we could scrim, and I think at that point they were like 8th place or something, maybe 7th place, and we were too busy so we couldn't scrim. But I remember thinking we should scrim them because there's no way they make it to playoffs, right? So it's like, what difference does it make if we scrim them or not? But then we end up playing them in finals, so pretty cracked.
Speaking of Can of Tin, what did you think the differences were between Legend Spartans with Can of Tin versus with X Ranger today?
It's easier, for sure.
Yeah, he was very good. I would say outside of the players on our team, he was like he could have like if his skill set transferred to like AD or mid or support or jungle, like he could have like hung with our team for sure.
I'll admit,
Well,
I was
not
actually
mid.
losing lane. I was actually losing lane like before, but today
Yeah.
it was like today it felt pretty even. So
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. If you're not playing with Ken of Win, then you just can't win. Simple.
Damn.
True.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, if you don't have any extra questions, Tiger, I think that's all we got.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Wait, Acid, didn't you have an announcement?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Acid, aren't you gonna?
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm supposed to announce. So as y'all know, BBC and my main team CBR are both going to be entering Runeterra next split, and so I have to make a decision, and
Ready
I
for
will
contagious name.
unfortunately be parting ways with BBC and rejoining my main roster. Although it was a lot of fun playing with the boys.
Very sad.
Next season is going to be pretty spicy.
Yep.
Start writing that guy.
True.
Guys, this is a lot of like story shit that you
Story
can work
building?
with.
Yeah, start the
Start
scripts.
writing.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
Basically, I'm like Kuroko. I'm gonna go back to the team and try and beat these guys.
No
Good
acid,
luck,
no
bro.
words.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
that's-
Acid, no.
that should be pretty exciting then. I'm looking forward already to season 2. We'll have some developing storylines. Who will be the new jungler for BBC? And
Me.
His
yeah.
name's Goku.
Oh, please no.
All right. Well, we'll have to find out more information about him. But I think that going into the end of the stream, I got to tell everyone about tomorrow. We got G7 versus Akuma Blades in the senior division final. So hopefully you'll all be tuning into that. But other than that, thank you to everyone who's joined us for the first season of the junior division of Runeterra Academy, and congratulations to BBC on becoming the season 1 grand finals victors.
Thank you. I got a question for y'all. Who was the playoff MVP in your eyes?
No comment.
That is tough.
I mean, it has to be Ego Bender. Come on.
No comment.
Who else? That game won. It's Mid Canyon.
No comment on playoff MVP. Okay, that's fair. We all know what that means.
True.
Well, I think that's all we have for today's stream. So, as Tiger said, tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. for G7 Mirage versus Akuma Blades. We will see you next time.